Angela, great to see you. You lost your seat in 1997 as part of that, that huge Labour landslide. You were one of many. Do you see any parallels between what happened in the run-up to that election in 1997 and the run-up to the coming election, which may be 2 years away?
The only parallel that I would say is that as then we were facing into quite a difficult international situation, and right now we're looking at a world recession in several different countries in different ways. We've got the energy problem, we've got supply chain, so it is a tricky time. And when you have a tricky time, you've got to be very sure-footed as a government as to what you do and how you do it, and dare I say it, how you explain it as well.
And how can she improve on all those three things that you mentioned? I mean, for a start, how damaging are U-turns? She had no choice. It wouldn't have got through the parliamentary party.
No, well, that's right. I mean, people sort of listen to budgets, they think that's it, forgetting that there's legislation that's got to go through. And it's actually quite difficult to get legislation through unless you've got all your party behind you, which clearly wasn't the case in this instance. And the concerns that were expressed around here today in the conference, as well as with all the MPs from their constituencies, was that they didn't like some parts of that announcement. And so the U-turn, with elegance and speedily, is something that did need to take place. Now, what she does need to do is bring everything back together and have a programme which isn't just, for a few people in the party, that all the MPs can get behind. Listen to some of the long time served as well as some of the new boys. I mean, it's never the easiest thing, but that's what she does need to do now.
And the sort of first lesson of politics, isn't it? It's the economy. Stupid. When people, perhaps for the first time ever buying a house, then the mortgage that they thought they were going to have to pay is now much higher. That is, of course, incredibly damaging personally to those people who are going through that, or perhaps their fixed rate is coming to an end. How damaging is that politically?
Yeah. Well, you see, what I would have said, and is still true but doesn't really resonate, is that this was going to happen anyway. Because if you have been watching the financial markets, which I do as part of my job, you can see what is happening in those markets. We were seeing rates start to rise. We were seeing the situation which we've had for so long in this country, which is very, very low rates of interest. And so, you've got your mortgage, didn't pay much for your mortgage, was going to change. Unfortunately, what has happened is that with that mini-budget or fiscal event, or what we've called it, to a certain extent we've brought forward something in a rush. So instead of having a steady increase, which would have taken place over the next few months anyway, there's now a big leap. And for many people, that is going to be difficult. They're going to have to really strongly think how to deal with their finances and their mortgage. And so the mortgage lender's going to have to think about it as well.
And final question, party discipline.
Yeah.
It's not good. I mean, you got Michael Gove, former sort of big beast, Michael Gove, Grant Shapps sniping from the sidelines. Priti Patel today saying what is going on? Why are we borrowing all this cash as a Conservative government? Penny Mordaunt in the cabinet saying benefits must rise with inflation. There's no discipline.
They don't seem to have got it quite together yet. I mean, as a new government, and it is new, a lot of faces who we haven't seen before, and a lot of those we were used to are now not part of the government. They have to, as I said earlier, just bring it together. Get it clear what they're doing, get it costed, get some third-party input into it, and actually, those old beasts, listen to them, because there's experience there.
Listen to the old beast.
I would say that at my age, wouldn't I?
There's nothing beastly about you. It's always fantastic to have you on